Hi there, today we're going to be cooking Urojo, also known as Zanzibar mix. Technically, this recipe starts the night before by soaking 4 cups of cowpeas, or black-eyed peas if you will, overnight so that they soften up and ferment a little bit. Then the next morning, you're going to rinse them out quite thoroughly and transfer them into a food processor or a blender if that's what you have at hand. To the food processor, you're also going to add 2 tablespoons of minced ginger and 2 tablespoons of minced garlic. Then you're going to chop up about a handful of fresh coriander, or cilantro if you will, and add that as well, together with half a large red hot chili pepper, keeping the seeds if you want it spicy and removing them if you don't. Peel and chop a whole onion. Red onions are better than white onions all day, every day. Fight with your mama, not me. And add that to the mix as well. Add about half a tablespoon of salt and a half cup of water and blend until combined. I like to leave it to be a little bit crunchy, so I don't blend it very smoothly, but if you want it to be smooth, you can just blend it for a little bit longer or add water as needed. Put it in a container and set it aside for later. Fill the saucepan with water up to the halfway point and add about 6 or 7 or even 8 Irish potatoes, skin still intact, a tablespoon of salt, and bring that to the boil. Prepare the medium-sized cassava or yucca root by first of all cutting a little bit to check if it's okay on the inside, and then slicing alongside its length, make a cut, and then kind of gently ease along the skin to peel it off slowly and gently. Hard to explain, but this is kind of like how it looks like. Then using a mandolin or a food processor, shred that into a million bits and pieces. Transfer it into a container and try to separate the strands a little bit so that they don't clump up together. In a small bowl, combine 4 tablespoons of whole wheat flour. You can also use all-purpose flour for a smoother consistency if you would like, and half a tablespoon of turmeric and a pinch of salt. Pour in about a half cup of water and mix in until it forms a nice batter, smooth and thick, and put it aside and we'll use it later. Now on to the potatoes. I don't like diced potatoes in my Urojo, so I'm just going to skip that and go right into making the kachoris. For the kachori, you're going to peel off the skin of the potato while they're still piping hot, and I'm just kidding, please be careful, they're really hot. Now you're going to mash the potatoes, and then you're going to add a pinch of salt, and then you're going to chop the remaining half of the red hot chili pepper, and you're going to add that to the mix, and then you will squeeze in a whole lime into the potatoes. The more lime the better, so taste as you go. The mixture you get should be malleable and easy to form into dough balls later. Grab a medium depth frying pan and a sieve. Heat up some oil for deep frying. I'm using sunflower oil. I prefer it to vegetable oil, but if you have that on hand, that's also great. Filming went a little bit awry here, so I will put in the description how I made the chutney and how I made the tamarind sauce. Fry the cassava until it's golden brown and crispy. And fun fact, Kaukau, which is what this is called in Swahili, is arguably originated from the sound that this makes when you crunch on it, Kaukau, which a lot of Swahili words are derived from the sounds that the objects being described make. But I digress. On to the Bagia. You're going to spoon the cowpea mixture that you made earlier a little at a time and fry on both sides until well brown. Moving on to the kachori, you're going to form little round balls out of the potato mixture that you made earlier, and then you're going to dip that into the batter that you also made earlier. Fry that on both sides until golden brown. Okay, now boil a fresh pot of water. Once the water comes to a boil, pour the remaining batter that was left over from the kachori into the water and keep stirring throughout this whole process. Otherwise, your Urojo is going to come out really lumpy. Keep doing this for the next 10 minutes of your life. Lastly, my favorite part, you're going to squeeze in 2 limes into the mixture, and then you're going to see a really cool chemical reaction where it changes from this dark wheaty color into the neon yellow color that Zanzibar mix is well known for. Although mine is a little bit dark because of the wheat flour, but isn't that pretty cool? So there you have it. You're going to add all your favorite toppings that you just spent 2 hours making, and you're going to enjoy the fruits of your labor. This is my favorite meal, and I would literally have this every day if I could, but I won't because it's very rich and it's very delicious and it's very special. So give it a try and let me know if you like it and how it came out. Thank you and goodbye.